State, we salute Gibson Green and those who came before Gibson Green, and to you who will come after Gibson Green. Let the word go forward. Jackson State, we are tiger born, tiger bred, and when we die, we'll be tiger dead.
There was unrest on the campus for a couple of days, but that particular night, it became more intense and got out of hand, I'm sure. But the thing that we have studied over the years and read about and studied and investigated with the FBI and the other authorities was that our students never fired upon the law enforcement officers, but they thought it was, maybe it was a wine bottle that hit the street and made a popping sound that set off the trigger-happy law enforcement officers. I say law enforcement officers because there were Mississippi Highway patrolmen who we know shot and Jackson policemen that we believe did not shoot.
Although I didn't personally know Philip Gibbs, it still felt like I was paying something to him for singing here.
And you, sir, what about you?
Well, it actually felt good, like he said, not knowing him yet. I actually felt good, like I was paying my respects or, showing dedication to him for all he's done for Jim here, and I feel that I can give something back.
That night, May 14th, 1970, was very memorable because I was trying to come back on campus, bringing a student back on campus that night. But I was stopped by the policeman as I was trying to enter campus to let me know that I had to come back in my own risk because they had called every ambulance in town to come on campus that night before the shooting had started. In fact, the law enforcement officials were gathered right where the School of Engineering is sitting right now before they marched on down to start their barrage of shooting. We were very concerned about what's happening in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, and Cambodia. We didn't want them to escalate and spread the war because a lot of our students were draft eligible at the time, so we're very concerned about that. So we just did what they did in Kansas City and other places around the country, demonstrating our displeasure with the war. They meant that to be something bad for Jackson State that night in terms of the shooting, but they inspired many students to go on to graduate school and professional schools and further education because of what they witnessed that night. They became less complacent and more focused in terms of their goals and how they could help the ones who were coming behind them and help Jackson State University.
I would say to their families to be proud of their contribution and that we do indeed venerate their existence, that they made a contribution, that their death was not in vain.